Sup, dudes? Woo! This is a BJ production breakdown of My Youth to Waste. Now let's bring this energy down low. This is a ballad. This song is sad. This song is sappy. All right. So I've been working on this song for a number of, I think it's been around for almost a year now. It's been through many demos and iterations. Started in lockdown, 2021, I'm going to say. And this is the final production of it. So let's just dig right in. So we'll just play it from here. Your eyes had looked on mine, all right. Just real simple guitar playing. This was recorded on my Les Paul, going through my PV Classic 30. Recorded in here. By the way, all of the song was recorded right around here, right around me, in this gorgeous studio. Yep, so we've got the guitar and just a lead vocal. I'll lead my body there and let my soul lay bare. Lots of effects. So let's look at what we've got going in here. Oh my goodness. So a bit of Melodyne, EQ on multi-band compression. I guess I'm just getting rid of some of the lows there. Let's just have a listen. Your eyes had looked on mine. Just getting rid of some of that muddy stuff in the vocal. Through a de-esser. Then through Satin. Now Satin is one of my favorite saturation plugins, because you can multi-band split up each of the frequencies and saturate them individually. When I feel like something in the mix isn't popping out the way I want it to, instead of grabbing an EQ and just boosting it, saturating it in a way brings up the subtle elements in that frequency range without like boosting the loud parts of that signal. So what have we got here? Yeah, it seems to be in this lower mid range. Yeah, this is the frequency range I'm just sort of accentuating. Let's just listen without. I'll lead my body there and let my soul lay bare. Just gives it a bit more warmth. Then, ironically, I'm rolling off some more lows there. Into another multi-band to get rid of some high-end stuff. I'm ready to see the sun. More processing. Is it too much processing? Probably. Yes. I'm going to say yes, this is too much processing. But this is how it landed. Here we go. Anyway, so we'll go back from the start. Yeah. So we've got the guitar, we've got the lead vocal. Then in the background, we have these elements. Not sure if you can hear it, but this one's called Crowd Teens Talk Loudly Party. These are all samples from Splice. Here we go. Just kids talking loudly at a party. I'm pretty sure that was dry and I put a heap of reverb on it and bounced it. Then also, I was really into the idea of putting noise, just like white noise under things to give it a sense of like, to give it that sort of warmth that you hear on like old recordings where things have been recorded to tape. So this is just the noise track. What else have we got? That's sort of going underneath the ballad as it goes on. Cool, so we're back to the second half of this verse. So as we're ascending to the chorus, we have some fading elements. So it consists of this little synth pad. Just play that on its own. Pretty sure this was just a serum patch Yeah, so it's just all the chords being played underneath it, sort of leading up to the chorus here. It's that. What else have we got going on?
And let my soul lay bare, so please be soft with what you say, 'cause I'm ready.
Cool. And then another reverse element here. Ah. So that is the piano sample that we hear in the chorus coming up, reversed just on that E flat chord to bring us up to the chorus. So this is what it sounds like, just those two. Then you're into the piano sound. Now while we're here, let's just talk about this piano. So this piano, this patch, it's like addictive keys with a bit of RC20. So this was the main element of the song when I was making the demo. Actually, while we're here, I'll just get the demo up quickly. If you look in there, there is a lot of versions of this song. Oh yeah. This is my Youth to Waste new production, assuming that this is not the original production. But this piano is the most present thing. Here we go. Because I wrote the chorus first, so that's why it's all there. Here we go. Pretty underwhelming, but the main element of this demo is just that piano. That's what I was hearing. Do I have an older version? Ooh. Yeah, new production. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's the demo vocals. And ridiculously loud clap sample. Yeah, so the main things that were pinning this demo together was a Juno sample, I think, with the filter, doing the wub 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 thing, the piano, sub bass, and then I guess also this vocoder. Anyway, jumping back into the other session. So we've got the original piano idea, this synth pad, then the infamous Tame Impala synth. So I have one patch on Logic called Tame Impala synth, because right around the time I was making Come Running to Me, I was obsessed with those synth sounds, and I made a patch with Tyrell. I'll just get that instrument up. Here you go. So this is just like a Juno emulation, free plugin, really, really good. So the Tame Impala synth is that patch. And that's all of them together. I'm pretty sure playing all the same chord voicings. Then we're going to add back in the guitar. And we have the sub bass introduced as well. Yeah, classic. And then let's have a look at the vocals here for a minute. So nothing too crazy going on, but as I was saying, this vocoder makes the track for me. So I'll play that. I'll just solo that up. This is just like a stock vocoder from Logic. Just felt really moody, really dark. Then here are the unison BBs. Main vocal. Everything. I'm ready to find the one, but I've lost faith in beauty and grace, and I've got all my youth to waste. All right, verse time. Well, here I go again, putting on a show again, for me to win your favor. And when we go to bed tonight, I'll make believe you're mine, and use your breasts just like a pillow. What's there to know, my friend? I've had my time to mend, so cover me in cherry chapstick. A dehydrated kiss between our drunken lips, and let's go back to the top of that verse. So first thing you'll notice is the drums come in. Now this is Blake Bucket Hansen on drums. So we recorded all the drums in that corner right there. I had this demo drum part and I hadn't executed it the way I wanted to have executed it. So I got Blake in so he could reinterpret this part. But yeah, this is the drums that we got. Now you're probably hearing that delay. That didn't make the final mix, unfortunately. I wish it did. That was just due to hearing. That was just laziness, honestly. So what have we got going on here? Got a few drum tracks. I'll mute that delay. All right, what have we got here? Kick click. Oh yeah, that's just a drum sample. Another drum sample. Then the original mic from the kick. So 3 samples there. Kick dist. Am I using that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just a distorted version. Oh cool. I'm kind of forgetting half of the layers I put in here. There we go. The snare. Oh yeah, that's the close mic. Snare bottom. Cool. I ended up using a snare trigger. I had another trigger here. Oh, yeah, didn't use that. It's just way too low. Cool. Kicks. Come back here. Kicks. Overheads. A mono overhead. How much of that am I actually using? Oh yeah, like barely any. So the way I recorded this, like I recorded it all, did like a preliminary mix, then exported all the mix stems into another session. So that's why in this snare track, for instance, like you can see the gated transients. So I think that was just for ease of mixing. Because what I find is when you get into a session and you're working on a particular song, you get so bogged down in all the effects that are already there and it's hard to move properly and mix it that way. So oftentimes I'll just export all of the stems that I've gotten in that production session and put it into the mix session so I can just focus on completely mixing rather than like production elements. So that's why that's all committed there. There we go. Then we've got this crunch mic, but I didn't have the delay on it before. I'll just take the delay off. So that's just pretty much like the fat mic or the worst mic, as you can see, like on YouTube, you can look that up. Basically where you put a mic near the drummer's knee and it's meant to fatten it up. And so I've got just a classic CLA compressor on it. Nothing too crazy. Logic stock distortion. Yeah, and all of these delay automation. So the idea, if it had been executed, would have been to have the drums playing. You've got that subdivision, and then right in this space becomes like its own little fill within the arrangement. Anyway, so they're the drums. Pretty standard stuff.
Oh, here I go again.
Yeah, guitar, again, drums. The same ambience effects, so the teen party club. The keys, so we've got the piano and synth pad from the previous chorus.
I've had my time to
Lead vocal.
so cover me in chains.
Then the sub bass comes in halfway through that verse. And now we're moving on to the dramatic chorus. Yeah, you didn't hear it all because all those other elements were muted, but here we go. Cool. Now let's just talk about some of the effects coming into that chorus. So it really got into like filter sweeps. When it comes to like pop production, I've been noticing like in Katy Perry tunes and other things like that, just like noise with filter sweeps, like rises and all of that sort of stuff, gave so much to the production. I'm like, why does this, you know, hit so hard? Why does this go up? Because I'm hearing this thing happen. So again, we have that reverse piano coming up. Then that. There we go. So that's the noise there. That's just Serum with a noise generator. I think it's like just white noise. And then you just roll off all the lows and just keep that high-end information. There we go. So yeah, we got the noise. I'm just gonna solo that up. Naughty boy, didn't do a fade. Should have done a fade there. Anyway, then we have these elements here of guitar feedback. So this patch is called Guitar Feedback Synth, and it's just, I'm pretty sure it's a sine wave. Is it a sine wave? I don't know, it's just yeah, it must be a sine wave with some distortion on it and some reverb. And just, yeah, I just automated the filter and volume of that to kind of make it sound like you've got the guitar and you've got a note up and you're just holding up against the amp. Then alongside that, there's actual guitar feedback. Me holding my guitar up to the PV Classic, giving it a bit of a whirl. So they're all the sort of atmospheric effects going on there. We've got all the same keys. All the same keys from the last chorus. Let's go back to the top of this chorus. Now this. Oh, great. Oh, awesome. So I was really stoked with this noise shaker. So again, playing with noise like on Serum with different filters and yeah, different LFOs. Like synth terminology is really new for me. So like when I was getting into this stuff, I was like, oh, LFOs, these are cool. Like how can I use this? And I took that and put noise through that LFO. So then it could make this almost shaker element. And then I put a tremolo on it so it could just scan between the speakers. And then what else have we got here? Just claps. Add that to the drums. Sub bass again. Just the clean guitars. Pretty standard like strummy double track sort of business. Our effects with all the feedback. The keys. Then the vocals again. Yeah, now let's have a listen to these vocals. Now I'm going to be exposing myself because the tune on some of these vocals aren't the best, but they kind of blend, so it didn't matter that much. So we've got the same elements from the last chorus. I'm ready to be in love again. I'm ready vocoder and everything. The other part that's a little bit more interesting is that I did the octave up falsetto and distorted the shit out of it. A lot of delay, obviously. It gets pretty. Oh, I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, I had the octave above on the chorus, with a lot of distortion on it. Sounds like this. I'm ready to be in love again. I'm ready to see the sun. Finally ready to search again. But I can't find you high or low. I'm ready. Cool. Bucket laying it down. Woo! All right, here we go. So that fill, I begged Bucket to play that fill. This one. Because I'd done it on my demo drums before and I was like, that's a sick fill, and it took me a while to get that coordination. Feels like kind of like a slow gospel fill, like keeping that snare there, but toms and hats and everything. So glad he did it. So satisfying. Anyway, getting back into it. We now add these like what I call vocal ad-libs, but they're kind of these harmonized, improvised ideas that I wanted to put on the second half of the chorus. So what have we got? Those things. And what? Yeah, distortion, Valhalla delay, classic. Yeah. Yeah. But then I want to show you this track entitled Choir, because it sounds nothing like a fucking choir. So that's just multi-tracked me doing like stacks of the chords just as like long choir pads. Then I was like, well, it just sounds a bit boring. It just sounds like anything I would hear like on some sort of pop track if it had like a lot of reverb. It just wasn't adding a lot to me. And so to sort of make it sound more like a synth, chuck the distortion on, chuck the tremolo on. I'm a repeat offender of using tremolo on everything because I think it just gives it this fun movement going from left to right speaker. And so that's what it's doing. It's just going nuts. And it's just adding to that wall of sound thing at the end, you know, big sort of rock energy. Oh, can't forget the fuzz guitars. No, sir. Yeah. And then the outro. Back down to our clean guitar and the keys pad, synth pad. You can still hear the teen crowd party club. And that's basically my Youth to Waste. So it was this song that was supposed to be almost like a electronic-esque ballad, I guess. Just something a little less BJ, for lack of a better term. And it just sort of became more like the music that I would produce with the band as, I guess, I started playing guitar on it and we added live drums. And I'm really happy with how that's all come together. Thanks for watching this production breakdown of my Youth to Waste. If you like the song, please go stream it. That'd be awesome. And see you in the next video.